Hey, welcome back to another exciting episode of Ryan's Garage. I'm Ryan. This is my garage. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to be working on that. That's my 68 Mustang Fastback. Runs 980s in the quarter mile at 135 miles an hour. That's its best time it's ever run. So I've decided, sorry for the shaky camera, just call me Michael J. Fox. I've decided that I wanted to go throttle stop racing. 1090 is the index. I'm going to slow the car down for a whole second in the quarter mile. And in order to do that, I need one of these. Ta-da! Look at that. Ooh, Santa Claus came. That is a throttle stop. And today, I'm going to show you, the folks at home, how to mount this. This is the solenoid for the throttle stop. I'll show you where it's going to go. Let me walk on over to the old race car here. Hello, race car. So I want this bad boy to be right back here, okay? Suspended, oh, actually it goes like this. Suspended in midair, all right? So we're gonna, can you see that? Yeah, there it is right there, right there. So we're gonna make a bracket today, all right? My thought is we're gonna attach it to this bolt hole right here, all right? So let's get started, shall we? What are we waiting for? Okay, so let's get this out of the way, we don't need that. In order to do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it out of a piece of, I don't know, aluminum. It is, let's see what the sizes are. 1/8 inch by 1.5 inches wide. I got this at the local Lowe's because Lowe's blows, and Tractor Supply didn't have it. So there you have it. So what I need to do is mount this to this. Okay, now how do you do that? How do you figure out where the hell the holes are? Well, I'm going to show you. You need a set of these right here. These babies are called transfer punches. Okay, neat tool to have in the shop if you're going to try to make shit. Okay, so what you do, let me adjust my camera here so you can see, hopefully. Let me lower you down a little bit to bench level. There we go. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to line up the solenoid where you want it to be on the metal. Let's take measure out of the way, get the broom out of the way. It would help if I was organized and ready to go here, but I'm just kind of winging it. I thought you guys might enjoy this, so I figured I'd throw a quick video together. You take the transfer punch that fits inside the holes, like this. You center where you want it, okay? Get it centered, hold it still. Tap there, little tap there, okay? Now, you have 2 center punches where you're gonna drill it, okay? So let's head on over to the drill press. Okay, so I have the drill bit in the drill press set up for drilling. I always like to drill into a block of wood underneath the metal, just so that way I know when I'm through and happy stuff. All right, so let's get started. What the hell are we waiting for? Hold it down like so. Hopefully my arm's not in the way. Find your center punch. Drill it out. Now when you see wood come through, ta-da! We're done. That's one. Get the crap out of the way. Let's go for number 2. Number 2. Ta-da! Give it back. Give it back. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. All right, we'll clean up these burrs underneath here. We'll be good. All right. Now we got to do some measuring and some cutting. Okay. Okay, so you're on the left side of the car. I'm on the right side of the car. Hello. So I'm going to go into this bolt hole back here. Let me adjust the camera so you can see it. It's a little bit off. Maybe I can get you a little better shot of what the hell am I doing? Maybe. Then again, maybe not. All right. So I'm going to come back around. So I want the solenoid to be right about here, out in space, so I need to take some measurements. This is called a tape measure. For those of you who don't know what the hell this is, it helps if you can read one, okay? So what we need is, we're gonna figure out, from the bolt hole, we wanna go, I'm gonna say about out 2 inches, and then I'm thinking maybe up 3 inches. So the bracket will end about right about here, all right? Let's go do that. So I always go out and buy packs of Sharpies, and then when I go to need a Sharpie, I can never find them. Crazy. All right, so remember we said 2 inches out, 3 inches up. So we'll go to the 5-inch mark, because if you add them together, that's 5 inches. We'll make a little mark here. Get that out of the way. Make another little mark over here. Okay, now 2 inches up, or 2 inches out rather, is here. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it here. Oops, sorry. We're going to cut it here, bend it here. And I'll put my Sharpie away so I don't lose it. Hang tight. Okay, we are in the vise, okay? One thing you should always have in your shop is a pair of these safety glasses. Nothing worse than in the middle of building something fun, you have to run to the emergency room to get metal out of your eye like a dope. We're using the air saw to cut it off. Reason being is because I have not bought a shear yet. That's on the list that's on my Santa Claus list. All right, so let's get it on the line here and cut. Like butter. All right, we're there, halfway there. Now, what we'll do is we'll take this out of the vise. We'll put this in the vise. Like that. Get all the crap out of the way here. Let me turn you a little bit so you can see what the heck I'm doing here. All right, we'll line it up on the 2-inch mark. This is going to be where we put the bend, okay? Best thing I found to do that is one of these, body shop hammer, okay? Work back and forth carefully. You don't want to smash the hell out of it and distort it, especially being with aluminum. Can you even see what the hell I'm doing? Oh, yeah, you can. Pencil. All right. We'll tap it there. Okay. Done. So we got it somewhat roughed out, but we're not quite there. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, the one thing that I can't stand when you make a bracket is rough edges and sharp edges, okay? So we're going to clean these up a little bit on the bands, on the sand disc, the sander. What the hell is this thing called? Belt sander. Thank you. The belt sander. Let's get it fired up. Round off the edges. That's hot. Whoop, that was a little much. I feel like you're at the dentist. So now you can see the edges are rounded off. They're not sharp. They're not 90 degrees where they'll take your finger off. And I've taken the burrs out of it too. Now what we got to do is we got to drill a hole in here, but I want to set it, I want to shape it to the intake manifold so it fits up against the tunnel ram nicely. I don't want it all flopping around in there. Okay? Sit tight. Okay, so what we're trying to achieve here is I want it to fit up against the intake manifold tight. Not like this though. So I got to trim out the one corner and drill a hole. All right? I'll go do that real quick and I'll show you the end results. I'm not going to bore you with drilling holes and cutting metal. Sit tight. All right, so we're back. We've trimmed the piece to fit the intake manifold. Look at that. That is like almost like it's made for it. Pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it all bolted up. I'm also going to put a ground wire on that bolt, and that will complete the install. And give me a couple minutes and I'll have it all together so you can see exactly what we built today. All right? So there you can see it's all done. You can see right there it's all finished. I use Nylox right in here, okay, so that way it doesn't shake itself off. And I also put the ground wire in, so I'll tighten this down to the intake manifold. It fits nice and tight to the intake like that. You can see the line running in. I actually had to do it again because like an idiot I mounted this solenoid on backwards, and I actually had the feed on the back side that goes out to the throttle linkage. So there it is, all done, mounted up and purdy. I'll maybe do a little more wiring on the power circuit, on the power wire to it, and finished. Took nothing but a mere minutes. Pretty cool setup there, all right? Looks good. Show you a couple more tips over the back at the bench. All right, here's a little tip for you. Let's say that you drilled a hole, okay, but there's a burr. A little bit of material is hanging out the edge there. That's no good. You don't want that. You want it to be professional. Just take a bigger drill bit and clean the hole out. Like that, okay? You're just going to knock off the top bit of metal, and now you have a nice chamfered edge. I don't know if you can see that with the camera. Nice chamfered edge, all right? It looks, there goes my compressor, and it looks good, all right? Almost professional, all right? So we'll do it again. That's all it takes, just a couple twists of a bigger size drill bit, on the hole, and there you go. Perfect. All right, as the compressor hisses to a stop, so I used these machine screws to hold that solenoid onto the bracket. These are 8/32 of an inch. That's the size that I use, okay? But they're a little too long. So what do? You can hacksaw them off. That takes forever and it looks like crap. If you ever have a set of wire strippers like these, you ever notice these holes all around here? Well, that's what they're for. So if you look, they actually are listed with the size. 8/32 is right there. So you merely just turn the screw in to where you wanted it. Right? It sticks through the backside. Cut it off. Okay? Now the nice thing is when you cut it, right, as you back it out, it cleans up the threads. So the threads will be perfect every time you go to use them. If I had a screwdriver here, I'd back them out and show you. But like a dope, I didn't get a screwdriver ready to go for this little demonstration. But there you have it, all right? The holes on the inside of your wire strippers are used to cut the screws on a machine screw. Okay, well, I hope you had fun today, because I know I did, as always. I always have fun doing these videos. Hopefully you learned something, a couple tricks for you there, here and there. So if you like what you saw today, hit the like button. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your priest to subscribe, because I need subscribers. All right? Thanks again for watching, and hopefully next time you see me, I might be mounting the solenoid, or if I don't feel like doing a video, I'll just have you guys at the track and we'll make some passes with this car. Hopefully it'll stay together. All right, thanks again for watching. Talk to you next time.